Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see who is crushing on you. And I thought I would switch it up and just use my cards that I made with tarot cards as clarifiers. And this is the most dominant energy crushing on you guys, because I feel like, there's a ton of people crushing on you. Okay, so in front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so who is crushing on you? Okay, so we start off with the distance card. So it's coming across that person that came through is coming across like they live at a distance from you. So, this could be somebody who lives far from you, and it could also be somebody who lives just farther than what you're used to, is what I'm seeing with that. And if, you're in the spotlight, that's not going to be a shock to you. And if you are in the spotlight, it could be a few people that live at a distance from you. I'm actually getting, though, for some of you, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know this because I'm actually talking to somebody online currently who lives at a distance from me. Okay, so that would be that person. Okay, so next I have spoiled princess or prince vibes. Okay, so, as far as that goes, what hits me about that is how the baby of the family, like the last born, is sometimes, kind of spoiled. That's kind of the vibe that I get with that. So it's possible for some of you, this person is literally like a last born, and they kind of have somewhat of a spoiled vibe to them. I don't feel like it's out of balance though. It's just like this person, they kind of have this vibe about them that kind of life's short, so I'm gonna go all out with things. I'm not gonna, if I want to buy those pair of jeans that are expensive, I'm gonna do it. If I want to go to this restaurant, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, but here's the thing though, this person, so I am getting a vibe they like the finer things in life. Okay, could be a little bit materialistic, but they do kind of like to be pampered and spoiled, but I also feel like they would do the same in return. Okay, they're all about spoiling and pampering the one they're with as well. But I'm not getting an entitled vibe as far as this person does work for what they want. Okay, they work for what they got. They like to be in that luxury, they like to treat themselves, basically. Okay, so, all right. So I also got Temperance as a clarifier for who is this person. So with Temperance, that's also Sagittarius. So they could be a Sagittarius, but they don't have to be. But I do feel like there's definitely this part of this person that's into self-realization, okay, and consciousness, spirituality. I also got the water card. So again, they could be a water sign, but they don't have to be. What I get more even with that is this person is not afraid to go deep. Okay, so they like deep, mentally stimulating conversations. They have, done the work on themselves. Okay, the healing work, the shadow work is what I'm getting. This person does not shy away from diving into the shadowy aspects of themselves. Okay, so Temperance, it's they know there's dark, there's light, and they're really aware. Okay, so I feel too, if you guys are in the spotlight and you have anything to do with any spirituality, metaphysical stuff, it's this person, it's more than likely that they fell for you because of your message, and I don't even want to call it work that you do, but yeah, though, it is like that. It's like whatever it is that you've presented, okay, that's healing and inspiring and, you know, just like it's like a transformative experience. It's like this person fell for that first, before looks, before, you know, who you are even as a person. Yeah, and then with the money card here, exactly. So, and my go-getter, but playful. This person definitely has like, you know, like they can be a go-getter when they want to be, but they're also very playful and chill and fun as well, like when the time calls for it. So this person has an amazing balance, okay? And like I said, even if they want to spoil themselves and spoil the one they're with, they are a go-getter. They do work for what they've got, okay? So it's just like I said, they want to treat themselves. They want to treat who means the most to them. So that's like the vibe that I got. Okay, so we also have, you know, it's coming across that you and this person could be like, it's kind of like you two come from two different worlds, okay? And that you could be opposite of each other. And yet, you know, this is a case where opposites attract. I feel like this person kind of like, you know, how temperance is like two substances that are like opposite but somehow, you know, go together. It's like that's how this person feels like you and them would be, okay? Because you definitely have that commonality, I feel like, which is spirituality. So they kind of feel like it doesn't matter, you know, if you guys are opposites and don't have all the same interests. It's like you have the most important thing in common, you know. That's like what's coming through for that. So this person is also very independent and observant. So you've got somebody who's intelligent, observant, and independent. Okay, they're very self-sufficient. I see that. And yeah, it's just like I said, they're just kind of like watching you, just observing. It's possible for some of you, you are in communication with this person. And I feel like, you know, they just feel like from what they've gathered, they feel like you are their ideal person. Okay. But it's interesting because I definitely get, though, that they fell for you by what you had to say, like your message, like before even, like I said, like looks and all that. Okay, then we have Aries actually came out twice, so it is possible they are an Aries, but if they're not an Aries, I feel like they definitely exude traits of an Aries, as well as, I'm getting like possibly it could be their moon sign. So, you know, I was also getting air vibes in particular. So we have almost every element here, like water, fire, and then air came to me. But again, they could be any sign, but they are like an Aries. They are like a go-getter, you know, who wants the finer things in life, who want to, I feel like they feel like you're that person, though, that would help them elevate, you know, to the next level, like spiritually. So that's cool to see. Group 1. Then we have my Oh Snap card. So I do feel like, you know, this person can be blunt like an Aries, okay, especially with things that they hold dear to their heart. And also what's coming through to me about this is like, you know, you kind of don't know what to expect. So this person definitely acts like an Aries, whether they are one or not. Okay, they keep things interesting. They're just like true to themselves. So they speak without a filter, you know. They can be very spontaneous. They're not the type that has to have a plan necessarily. So, you know, if you are that type, this person's going to get you out of your comfort zone and help you to be more spontaneous and go with the flow is what I'm seeing, which at first can really throw you, you know, it can throw you off. You'll feel like, what? You know, like that's not how I do things. But I feel like this person will actually help you expand and be more flexible and open-minded. So it's not a bad thing, even though it could appear at first to make you feel off kilter is what I'm seeing with that. This person's very fiery though, okay? Like you two may not agree on everything, but you know, as long as you two kind of hold that space for each other, like kind of that we can agree to disagree type maturity, I feel like it'll be all good. Because overall, this person feels like it doesn't matter if you two have all the same views or not. Like as long as you two can discuss it respectfully, it's like you two will soar past that, you know, and like rise above And like, they know deep down what matters most, you know, is that you both truly allow each other to be who they are. That's what I'm getting with that. Then we have my "You're really lovely" underneath it all card. So that's interesting. That tells me that possibly at times this person might kind of put on a persona, you know, like a mask here and there, and like kind of act a little different depending on who they're around, which, I mean, but underneath it all, like, they're amazing. And I feel like you guys are going to help this person end up, this is all if you two end up giving this a go, okay? But what I'm seeing with that is like, you would really help them to see, hey, like, you know, you don't have to put on this mask just because you're with somebody who, you know, I feel like just because you're with somebody different, like, you can be who you are with everybody. And, you know, you may not actually say all that, but just by them being with you, like, they see that it's okay because that's how you guys operate, is what I'm seeing with that. But going back to the Sagittarius-like nature of this person, it's possible they also like to travel. So, you know, all in all, I feel like the distance factor wouldn't matter to this person. They would somehow close that gap, and, you know, you two could end up going traveling together. So they definitely have that, well, the philosophical nature when it comes to spirituality, but also like this adventurous travel, like, spirit, you know. They're a bit of a free spirit in that way. They like their freedom. They like feeling free even when they're like with someone. And I don't mean that in a way like, I'm not going to commit to you. They definitely want to commit when they want to, but it just means like they want both of you to feel free though. Not, you know, like, you can be like a balance, basically. This person definitely would want you both to have like your own, they actually like that you would have your own interest. And then you two can come together, like, you know, when the time calls for it type feeling. Yeah, so because this person's so independent and freedom loving, it's like they're totally cool with you both not liking all the same things and kind of having your own interest and doing your own thing and then coming back together. That feels freeing to them. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so who is crushing on you? Okay, group number 2. So instantly these two cards flew out, which is interesting because they actually have a very similar meaning, just from 2 different decks that I created. Okay, so yeah, like, this person that's coming through for you guys feels like a newer connection, but like, just like there was this instant connectedness between you guys. Okay, and I feel like, you know, this person comes across like they're unique, and so do you. So I feel like you both mirrored that back to each other like instantly. Like, you both recognized it and felt drawn to each other. And I'm just getting that there's just something about both of you where you both shine like a unique gem, okay? And you're just both kind of like doing your own thing, being true to you, and I'm just getting like such a mutual feeling. Like, this is how you both aim to live your life. So when you both saw each other, it was like an instant recognition. I actually feel like this person realized it even before you though. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so then we have the 9 of Cups, which, you know, it has this feeling of like, this person feels like, you know, when they met you, like, wow, like, it's like I dreamt you into existence, like I manifested my ideal person, and there you are, like, you just showed up, and it just like, it wowed them, okay? Like, they felt this stirring inside, that they were like, what's going on, you know, like, I don't even know who you are. Yeah, I feel this intense connection. And I feel like it happened for you too, but like a little later down the road, okay? Like, I'm getting like for them though, it was like instant. It's possible for some of you this wasn't like the exact first time you guys met, but like I'm just getting like somewhere like it both just hit you guys, okay, like lightning. So that's interesting. It's like a very unique connection is what I'm getting with that. Yeah, and then it just had this feeling of like, wow, like this person's like I said, like they're just feeling like you guys are the person that their ideal dream girl or guy, okay, like they literally feel like they manifested you. Okay, so with my celebration card here, for some of you, you might have met this person at a party, okay, and others of you, it might have been at some outdoor event, but it doesn't have to be, okay? So if it was none of that, it could literally just be that like you both feel like this feeling of like just like exhilaration and fun and excitement, like how you feel like, you know, when you are celebrating, that's how you two feel. Like that's the energetic dynamic that you two like bring to the table. Then my Earth card flew out, which explains your guys' energetic dynamic even further, okay, like with what's going on between you guys. And it says they feel a very deep connection with you, and that's why they can't let you go. And when I saw that, I'm thinking, what does this mean? Like, why would they try to let you go? Because I'm not getting that this is an ex, okay? Some of you might have been somewhat involved with this person, but it's definitely got more of a new feeling to it. Like, even if you guys have known this person for a few years, I feel like your contact and your talking is minimal, so it's like it still has that new connection. And then this says that they possibly could be with somebody else. Okay, so I've definitely been getting that in a few different videos for my group too. So yes, this person could be with somebody else. And for some of you, you could be too, but I'm more so getting it's them because of that showing up. And then it says, you know, they're on the fence and really weighing this. They know like they have a decision to make. So they're keeping their feelings on the low. Okay, so, okay. Then it says they dream of a passionate reunion. And I don't necessarily feel like this person's being petty for you guys necessarily, okay? But you both are kind of mirroring this back. So it's like you both feel this intense connection, even though you both barely know each other. And yet, because this person feels like they can't do anything about that, it's kind of like they keep their feelings in check, on the low, okay? And it gives you like mixed messages. Like one minute, you know, like they act like they're interested, and then the next they pull back, okay? So you like are kind of mirroring that because you're like, well, I'm not going to come forward if this person isn't. Then I have my... They don't have no signs from you that you're interested. Okay, I don't necessarily get that that's true for you guys. I do feel like you do give them signs that you're interested, okay? But I feel like it's subtle. You know what I mean? So it's like this person isn't completely sure. And they really don't want to get hurt again. Well, yeah, like neither one of you really want to get hurt again. But even more so than that, what I'm getting with this connection is that this person feels like, you know, if they are with somebody, okay, that's not going to go for all of you. But it's like they feel like the person they're with is more of a safe bet, but they don't really feel that firework-like connection, okay, like they feel with you. But with you, you're that newer person who... you know, it feels like more of a gamble, more of a risk to go for because it's so new. And you both are still getting to know each other. So it's interesting, but like the connection is there and intense. And then my I want you, but I can't do anything about that right now card flew out. So, you know, they're definitely saying they want you, but they can't currently do anything about that right now. Okay, let's get some more. Who's this person? Crushing on my group too. Okay, so we have so we've got the Whale card here. So that tells me that, you know, you and this person definitely have the potential to go deep. Okay, like conversation wise. And I feel like that's what you're both really looking for, is somebody who can expand your mind and really, you know, you both are intelligent. So it's like you both like mentally stimulating conversations. And neither one of you feel like you can get that with just anybody. Okay, so whether this person's with somebody or not, they don't feel like they're getting it either from who they're currently with or from anybody that they've dated. Okay, so I feel like, again, like you two, no matter how much you guys have spoke, it's like you both know this about each other, that you could go deep, you know. So that's interesting. Okay. Ooh, and then we have my eyes model like stare. So I feel like that's you guys, okay? They love your eyes. They feel like you guys, you know, you have this model like look to you, whether you're a guy or a girl, okay? That's just like what's coming through. I feel like they would love nothing more than to stare deeply into your eyes. But currently, this is interesting. I feel like this person is kind of averting your eye contact, okay? And it's like all part of like them wanting to keep this whole thing on the low due to whatever, whether they're with somebody, whether they're not, there's still something that's like in the way, okay? This is like a repetitive message coming through for my group too. So yeah, you know, this is also like I'm going to keep my emotions in check, you know, I'm going to keep it on the low, but meanwhile, like, I'm not taking my eyes off you. Like, you're definitely like the one that I see, the one that, you know, I feel this intense, unique connection with. And, you know, because they're so good at this, they got a poker face themselves, okay? It's like they're really good at not revealing what they don't want to reveal. So it makes sense why one minute you guys feel like they're interested, and then the next minute you're like, did I make this up? Is this all in my head? Like, they're not showing me anything, okay? They're just acting like this cool, independent person that doesn't need anybody. And, you know, I'm seeing yeah, that's all like a front. They are cool and independent too, as well as wise, I feel. There's definitely a maturity about this person that I haven't, that's like refreshing, okay? But at the same time, it's kind of like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, what is this obstacle? Like, why is this so complicated? Like, I feel a group too. Like, I feel like it could be a lot simpler than what it is. Then we have like the card that says wanting what you can't have. So it's possible there is a bit of that going on. And that's part of the intrigue between both of you, is that one of you or both of you is unavailable. And yet you guys have this undeniable instant spark chemistry, you know, and both are drawn to each other like a magnet. But it's possible that part of that intrigue is wanting what you can't have, okay? That's definitely not all of it, though. There is some kind of destiny type of theme coming through, so it's possible this is a past life romantic connection that you guys have met up with, and that's why like this is so strong. But this could definitely be part of the intrigue, okay? Yeah, okay, so currently this person would be causing some kind of drama in their home life if they did go for you, which is interesting because you guys are a prize, okay? You are this unique connection, but it's kind of like they're playing with fire by entertaining you. So it does give me the feeling that they could possibly be with somebody, or there's something else that's a factor. It's possible maybe you two come from two completely different backgrounds and your families would not like it, okay? It could be some kind of like traditional, you know, cultural, it could be some kind of traditional or cultural thing going on too, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. That's not going to be for all of you. I'm just saying it's not everybody's scenario is going to be the same, but there is something that is leading me to believe, whether they're with somebody or it's some kind of difference in your backgrounds or something going on where they would be rocking the boat, okay, by giving it a go with you. But that's not necessarily a reason not to go for you, okay? It's almost like this person has to make up their mind, okay? Like it would be completely, like everybody would go with it. Well, I don't want to say that. It's kind of like though, It's almost like this person isn't, they don't know if they're ready to do that quite yet, is what I'm getting. Also getting, okay, so this is interesting. You both are coming across like you both might speak for a living, okay? And if that's not the case, then I feel like speaker again represents like you two are really good at communicating, and together, like, again, I feel like you both would go deep, okay? Like communication wise. And yeah, but I am getting though that it is coming through strongly that you both communicate for a living. And it might be two totally different fields. So that's interesting, group two. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people look up to both of you in whatever field you're both in. And, you know, maybe some of you speak as a side hustle, but it doesn't matter, okay? It's like there's something coming through that's significant as far as speaking goes for both of you. So you have two excellent communicators who like to go deep and are intuitive and feel this intense connection, but there's definitely something going on here that's preventing this from really taking off with this Nine of Cups energy. This person knows though. They're smart. They're intuitive. They know they have to make a decision. They know a gem when they see one, and that's you guys. Okay, group number two, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number three. Okay, so who is crushing on you? Okay, group number three. So right away, we start off with my heartbreak card. So that tells me that this is definitely an ex who's crushing on you, okay? And they are coming back around pretty strongly. Like, I'm talking like they know what they want, and they want you to know that, as clear as they know that. Okay, so this is a no-nonsense energy coming through. Okay, so we have communication. That tells me that this person, you know, they want to communicate with you if they haven't already. So by the time that you hear this video, it's timeless, so it doesn't matter when. I feel like you're going to hear from them, or, you know, yeah, I feel like you're going to hear from them. So, okay. They're coming through that they are fierce, but with a heart. Okay, so this person, you know, they definitely have this very protective energy and vibe to them. So kind of like if they're, you know, a mom or a dad, they're definitely like a mama bear or papa bear type feeling. Like they will do anything for the person that means the world to them, basically. Whether a child or the one that they're with or a family member or friend, okay? Just getting like this person likes to keep their circle close and small. It's not to say they don't know a lot of people and they don't, you know, associate with a lot of people, but like this person definitely has like their tribe of who like means the most to them and who they would be fiercely protective about, is what I'm getting. It's possible for some of you too, this person actually takes martial arts. Like I'm getting somebody who actually is like kind of coming across like a ninja, like can literally fight. Okay, so then we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like, you know, it's kind of like this feeling of somebody who, I feel like this person kind of burns the candle at both ends. Like they take on more than what they're able to handle. Okay, like I'm just getting somebody who juggles a lot of responsibility and, you know, like the saying, like they bite off more than they can chew, and it just all kind of like, they end up almost like throwing their hands in the air and just like wanting to walk away, I feel like, when things get rough. Like they're a tough person, but at the same time, it's like they have their limits. And as far as you and them go, there's just this feeling of like they felt like you two gave up before like the fight was over necessary. You know, like that kind of feeling. It's possible too for some of you, like, I'm getting like this reluctance, and like they did not want to surrender. And it's like they felt like you left them no choice. So they walked away, but they didn't want to. Like they were never over you or this connection is what I'm getting. And they want to come back around, and they want to like really explain their side is what I'm seeing. Yeah, and then, okay, so you guys to them are like the Queen of Cups. So even if you're a guy watching this, okay, just flip this and make it work for you, like King of Cups. So basically what comes to me about that is like they felt like you were the full package, okay, like looks, personality, vibe, everything, like that they wanted in a person. And I'm just getting like, it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it's like they didn't know what they had till it was too late. And for others of you, again, it's like, no, that's pretty much the theme that's coming through right now, is that, I mean, on one hand, they did know what they have, okay? But it's like they didn't realize the extent of like how bad this would hurt if you two weren't together. Like, I feel like you guys were so good to them. Yeah. And now that it's over, is like, they want you back, okay? Yeah, they feel like the best times of their life are with you, and they reminisce, you know, on all the good times. I feel like they look back on the pictures that you guys took, you know, different songs, take them right back to like the times when you two were together. And it just makes them feel like, you know, it's like the one got away is what they feel like. Whether or not you guys agree with that, that's like what they believe. So even if they've like moved on, you know, and have appeared with other people, it's like they were constantly comparing them to you. They constantly felt like they didn't compare to you, and it kind of like just backfired and made them miss you more is what I'm getting. Okay, so this person's also coming across like a Leo, so they could be a Leo, but they don't have to be. But what I'm getting is just somebody who's, I feel like your person doesn't shy away from the spotlight. They don't always want to be in the spotlight, but like they're the type that kind of would be like center of attention at times. I actually feel like they do well when they're in the center of attention, because they have like a performer personality where they become really animated and passionate, you know, with whatever it is that they do. So they definitely, I feel like, brought that out of you as well. Like a passionate side, you know, somebody, they got you excited for life, okay? Like that kind of feeling. This person also feels like they're just like the coolest person ever, okay? They're trendy, they start their own trends, you know? They're just like, yeah, they have this like naturally cool vibe. Maybe sometimes they come across like they try hard, but like it's all kind of part of their charm, I feel. Okay, so here's something that they really admire about you guys, is you guys come across like, you know, you're constantly learning and teaching yourself and others, okay? So my group 3s, you guys tend to be natural, like, teachers, okay? I feel like you guys can just take on anything, basically. Like, you guys have such willpower and, like, such a great mindset when it comes to learning anything. It's like you guys teach yourself, you can teach others, and they always admired that about you. I feel like they always thought you guys were like one of the smartest people that they've ever known, okay? Whether they'd admit that or not, I don't know, but I'm spilling the tea on it, okay? They feel like you guys are super intelligent. And they basically feel like there's nothing you can't do, especially when you set your mind to it. And they always admired that. And I don't feel like, you know, again, I don't feel like they feel like anybody compares to you. Like you're in a league of your own, basically. All right, so my love triangle card is coming out. So it's possible like this, there could have been a third party involved that possibly got in between you guys, but you know, I feel like you would know that if that is the case, and if not, then we won't go there. Or it's possible one of you is with somebody right now, okay? Even if it's them, I feel like, again, like they don't compare to you. And this person's like, almost like got that feeling like if they got a sign or heard from you, like they would drop this person at the drop of a hat, you know, come running to you basically. Okay, then we have my bubbly and upbeat but fierce. Okay, so that's twice that 2 fierce cards came out. Fierce with a heart, bubbly and upbeat but with a heart. So it's like this person, you know, their heart's in the right place. They mean well. Sometimes they can come across kind of fierce though. They try to keep it balanced though, you know. Again though, it's all about who this person wants, you know what I mean? Like, and if you're that person, they're fiercely loyal, fiercely protective, fiercely loyal. Unless, you know, your person was, you know, like allowed somebody to get in between you guys, then maybe not fiercely loyal. I don't even want to say that though. I feel like, put it this way, if this person did do that, I feel like they learned their lesson. Like, I'm just getting this feeling of like, oh my gosh, like I messed up. Like, you were such a prize and, you know, nobody else compares. Like, I know what I would have now. And now it's just a matter of, is it too little, too late? And that's if, okay, this person, there was somebody else. But if not, then this theme still stays true though. Okay, it's almost like maybe they didn't fully appreciate while they had you. Again, I do feel like they know they had a gem, but wasn't enough. It's almost like they could have been like, they could have had a take it or leave it attitude with you, even though that's not how they truly felt. And that was like their own stuff going on in them, okay? It wasn't personal. But you still might think, like, you know, I want somebody who recognizes my worth immediately. Like, I don't have time to play these games where people act like they can take or leave me, okay? And if that's the case, I understand, you know, you've got to do what's right for you. But this person's acting like, you know, they realize it now. Okay, then they're coming across with Billie Eilish's I'm Not Your Friend. So that's this person saying, hey, you know, no, we can't just be friends. Like, either we're together and we're lovers or we're nothing, okay? This person's very black and white when it comes to that. They want that to come through crystal clear, I feel. I will not be your friend. We are either together or we're nothing. They definitely come across like they live in a world of their own and they keep a lot to themselves. What's interesting about that though is I feel like you actually operate this way as well. You guys also come across like you live in a world of your own and keep a lot to yourselves. And I feel like this person is more vocal. Like, they could be more outgoing than you guys are, but they still kind of keep a lot to themselves. So even though they say a lot, they don't necessarily reveal a lot, is like what I'm seeing with that. Not when it comes to themselves. So I feel like, you know, it takes a bit for both of you to actually open up into this Queen of Cups energy and really like share what it is that you feel and what it is that you want. You both kind of have a hard time when it comes to that. Like, opening up to matters of the heart is what I'm seeing. So that's interesting. So it's like one of you has to be the one to kind of lead the other. Yeah, because with the shoe card here, this person definitely kind of like, they kind of jump ship. They kind of like walk away when things get rough. So I feel like, yeah, they're a bit of a runner is what I'm getting. So the more they can become aware of that doesn't actually help anything, especially if this is what they want, like the better off you two would be. All in all, though, they do say they want a fresh start with you. Their energy is, it says clear and sweet, but this person, they have more of a fierce energy than sweet. Like, I know it says sweet, and they can be at times, but they definitely have a feisty, fiery energy. even if they're not a fire sign, okay? It's just like what's coming through. This person can be blunt, fiery, feisty. They can be charming too, okay? And I feel like they have a nice smile. So it's interesting. I do get a bit of that upbeat, bubbly, sweet energy too, but they just got this fierceness about them that cuts right through. Like they cut through the chase with people, okay? So a bit of Queen of Swords energy with that. More so than even the Queen of Cups, but that's more your guys' energy. Queen, King of Cups. You guys are more water, and they are more air, fire. Yeah. Okay, group number 3, this is who I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.